Hello and welcome to WhyZ everyone. I hope the stream is fine. Just let me know if there is any issues with the stream, um, and then we'll start our discussion. I think this is fine. There is no delay or lag or anything. Yeah. So hello and welcome to the stream everyone. My name is Soham, and today we are going to talk about Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 64 Draft Summary Spoilers. And we have some pretty interesting stuff here, and it builds upon the stuff which happened in last chapter, especially in regards to the character of Vegeta. I was thinking of doing this stream for a while now, but since we already have the summary and spoilers for this chapter, I thought that maybe I should do this in a live stream kind of a format. So there you have it, and we will go over all the things that are in question here. So welcome to the stream, DJ Sammy Hyderabad, and welcome to the stream, Dark Ripper. I hope you have a good time here. Moreover, just a quick note, everyone: this stream will be a manga spoiler stream. All those anime-only fans who have not read the manga for Dragon Ball Super, you have been warned. This is a manga-only stream. Now, with that being said, let's go over these spoilers and summaries. And also, one more thing, I have added a sort of a filter here because we are going to discuss manga related stuff. So in order to avoid copyright issues and everything, I've just added a little filter here. I hope that it won't be problematic for you all. So with that being said, let's begin this video. And also, just a quick note, guys, I'm really sorry in advance if there is some what should I say, background noise and anything. I'm doing this as a live stream, and this is morning, so you can obviously expect neighborhood noises and everything. So I'm really sorry in advance for that. And Chaitanya says, "Ye to hona hi tha." Well, of course, we all knew something like that is gonna be happening. But anyway, all these translations and everything are provided to us via Todd Blackenship, who is Herms98 on Twitter. Do give him a follow. He's a great guy, basically. So, also, just a quick note, I will be going through the entire spoilers, and once we are done with that, after that we will talk about just the specific stuff in regards to Vegeta and the situation of the potential God of Destruction, and why I think, or what exactly do I think that the story is leading towards here. Alright, with that being said, let's begin the stuff. So, Herm says that Granola returns to his planet Cereal maybe. The Cerealians were wiped out 40 years ago by Frieza and company, but Hita built a new town there, so-called there. So the Suga people, these names are really interesting. Of course, it's a pun upon food items and everything. So Suga people, a race who had lost their own planet, could resettle there. So pretty interesting. As you can see here, all this is genuinely giving me Star Wars vibes, especially the original trilogy vibe from episode 4 and onwards. Yeah, obviously, Chaitanya, I'm excited about the Boruto leaks and everything, but this chapter, it's pretty interesting in my opinion. And like Sod says, what are my thoughts on Toyotaro's art style? It's good, it's not bad, but there are a lot of copied references and everything. But I'll go over all your thoughts and everything in a bit, but just let me go over the chapter first. So, Granola is on friendly terms with the Suga people, but he prefers to live on the outside mountain. He prefers to live outside in the mountains and everything. From up there, he can see the remains of the city where he was born and always remember what Frieza and company did to his planet. So, this chapter is essentially like a huge setup chapter, and we are eventually going to get the big fight between Frieza and Granola. Granola would likely try to take his revenge upon Frieza, but a lot of people are going to root for Frieza because he's a long time main staple of the series. So all these chapters, they are like building up or setting up the character of Granola here, and he's not exactly going to be the hero, but he's rather going to be like the anti-hero of this chapter, and he's just going to be fighting for his people. And in such a manner, I think he's going to fight with the Saiyans as well. So he's not going to be the quote-unquote hero of this story, of this arc, but he's going to be a pretty important part of it. Now here, this is the most important part, and this art looks good. This art looks really good. I'm liking the positioning and the character positions and everything. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this, so let me just try to reduce this thing. Yeah, I guess this would be fine. I've added the filters and everything, so I guess that would be alright. Also, Dark Reaper in the meantime says Moro arc equals to rehash of every other arc, so yeah, it's kind of reasonable. Yeah, hope they at least make this arc decent. I'm sure that this arc is going to be better because at least the setup for this arc so far has been really great. Anyway, Herms goes on to say that meanwhile, Beerus asks Vegeta how many planets the Saiyans have destroyed. Really interesting, really interesting. Vegeta says that the Saiyans were born for combat, but only started destroying planets on a regular basis once they joined up with Frieza and company. Then Beerus asks if he's trying to blame all the Saiyans' sin on Frieza, but Vegeta says that he's not. King Vegeta started it off in his quest for authority, and ultimately this led to the Saiyans' destruction. This is something really interesting. Hold on, guys. Is there any delay or lag in the stream? Just let me know. I think it's alright, but just let me know if there is any lag or anything. Yeah, I think it's fine. Now, here the most important part of this chapter in regards to Vegeta is that this is going back to the original concept of Dragon Ball, where it is exploring the sins and the past of the Saiyan race. We have to remember that Goku is pretty different from his other Saiyan brethren, because the Saiyans were a very barbarous race. They used to kill, conquer, and do all sorts of heinous stuff to other planets. And Vegeta was asked by Beerus here that, are you just trying to put all your blames upon Frieza? But the answer to this by Vegeta is pretty diplomatic. He's saying that no, I'm not trying to shift the blame here. It was all started by King Vegeta in his quest for authority, but all of this eventually led to their downfall. And I think this is going to lead to something bigger, because if you remember in the initial God of Destruction movie, it was revealed to us that it was Beerus, not Frieza. It was Beerus himself who allowed Frieza to go forward with the destruction of the planet Sadala arc. I mean, the planet Sadala, basically the hometown or home planet of the Saiyans. So, is there an inclination to something like this? We always wanted to go back and revisit planet Sadala arc, especially now that we have Universe 6 and everything. We all wanted something like this. But here, Beerus is, provoking Vegeta. He's desperately provoking Vegeta by questioning him. And moreover, I think that now here would be the point where it will actually be revealed by Beerus that yes, it was him. It was basically his influence or his permission with which Frieza went forward and destroyed the home planet of the Saiyans. Now, the most important question here is that what would be the reaction of Vegeta? He has changed. His character development has been really great and everything. But I don't think that he will just be okay with it. Vegeta will react to all of this, and I think Beerus is doing this. Beerus is provoking this with a reason. The parallels between Vegeta and Beerus and Whis and Goku have been really greatly put here, because Goku is training under Whis for the angel-like training with Ultra Instinct and everything, and Vegeta is sort of taking a different route here with training under Beerus. And I think Beerus acknowledges that, understands that, and he's going to, take Vegeta under his tutelage, and not just in a goody-goody fashion, but he's rather going to instill anger and the rage aspect inside him by remembering him, making him remember the past, and that will unlock his rage transformations, and that will eventually lead to God of Destruction like power. Rage is very important in the story. I know with the advancement of Ultra Instinct and with the advancement of Ultra Instinct and everything, people are saying that, rage will not be an important part anymore, but that is not the case. Saiyans have always been influenced by rage. Rage has always been a influential factor in their powers and everything. So it's obviously natural to see rage being a part of all of this. And Beerus also witnessed something like this when he actually slapped Bulma, and Vegeta absolutely just raged against all of this. So Beerus knows this for a fact, and then he goes on to say that, so it was the Saiyan's fate to be destroyed. Beerus finds that idea stupid. Vegeta is puzzled, but Beerus says that I'm going to show. Beerus said he was going to show him a God of Destruction's technique. So what's that to? So what's that have to do with the Saiyan's past? Beerus says that it is deeply related. Of course, we are obviously now going to get to that particular part of the story where Beerus reveals for a fact that it was him who allowed the destruction of planet Sadara. Now here the Beerus and Vegeta part comes to an end, but I'll talk about it more. But first, let me finish this stuff. So later on we see that, and that's it for now. Backing up a bit, per this conversation with the shopkeeper, it seems Granola lives in the mountain with someone called Cramps. A very obvious reference to old school Dragon Ball as well as Star Wars. Like, I'm really getting a lot of Star Wars vibes with this particular arc, and the character of Granola really reminds me of the Mandalorian. If you've seen the series, if you know Star Wars, then you would understand what I'm talking about. I'm not myself a very huge fan of Star Wars. I've not read and I've not watched every little intricate details of the series as a whole, but I've watched the movies and the shows, so I know some sort of it. So yeah. In the meantime, let's read some of the chats. Yeah, Chaitanya says that I'm waiting for the Moro arc adaptation, hoping to get any news on Dragon Ball anime. Let's see when it happens. It will happen. I mean, it's bound to happen sometime down the road. But as of the recording of this video, we don't have any major indications for all of that. Dark Ripper says that, yeah, the anime should have returned by now, but possibly it will come on 2022. We don't know for a fact when it will return. It is going to return because it's making a lot of money. Show will not just end without when it's making so much sort of money. So we'll have to wait and watch for that whenever it comes out eventually. And Sod says that, was Jiren really that bad of a character? He was not actually a bad character, but he was rather a bland character. You could say that Goku is also a flat character. Goku is basically a caricature of the flat character archetype. But what the problem here is that two flat characters do not influence the story much. In order for Goku to be effective here, he needs a positive character arc or a negative character arc or something like that. So Jiren was not a good foe for Goku. He might have been a good foe for some other hero, but not for Goku. Yash Sharma says, hi, hello and welcome to the stream, Yash. And Dark Ripper says that, cause one reason is games are soon going to run out of characters. Yeah, eventually the anime needs to resume for that reason. They can always introduce manga only characters, that's not a problem. But at the same time, there are a lot of other characters from Dragon Ball Heroes, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and if they want, they can also introduce the characters from all the hero games and everything. Why not? Like a cross promotion stuff. But anyway, we see that this Grams character is over 500 years old. He has a bad leg, but is otherwise fine. And his race is basically a long-lived race. Granola says that. Granola also comments that Grams' race is long-lived. Okay, this is fine. Just talked about this. Planet Cyril's backstory and everything. Now, at the very start, Granola asked the Sugar technician to fix the left wing of his plane, which was damaged in an attack. He'll be taking a break for a while so they can take the time fixing. Pretty good artwork here. Really reminding me of Star Wars. Yeah, we all know that, Toriyama as well as Toyotaro are fans of Star Wars and everything, so it's fine. Pratyush, hello and welcome to the stream. Will you be doing an MHA stream? Yeah, I will do once the chapter is officially out on Shonen Jump, or if you guys want, then maybe before it comes out on Shonen Jump, I can do it tonight itself. Why not? It all depends upon you all. If you all want, then I'll do it. No problem. These live streams are fine. I have mostly set up all the stuff. Like this will be the background and everything, so I think it would be fine. What's next? Yeah, so later the sugar shopkeeper asks why Granola and Grams don't just live in the town. The sugar people would be very happy to have him. The shopkeeper also gives him an extra bottle for free. Basically, Granola is very popular here. He's touted as a hero sort of a person. So yeah, that's the thing. In the end, it says that it's pretty clear that it seems to be a pun on the English word sugar, yeah, sugar and sugar. All these food named puns are something very pretty common. Also, the chapter title is Succession of Planet Serel, not the Seralians. Sorry, that was a typing too fast. Okay, fine. That's fine. So basically, these are all the things that we currently have in the draft summary for Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 69. I know this is not everything. There will be obviously more stuff in the actual chapter, but this is a pretty good indication of what things we are going to expect. What are the things that we can expect from this particular chapter? And I'll start with the bit about Vegeta in a while, but just let me read the chats for a bit. What are your thoughts on the Mandalorian show? I have not watched the entirety of the Mandalorian show yet. I've watched parts of it. I will need to rewatch it in its entirety. In the meantime, I've watched the part at the very end of season 2. That was really nice. But as a whole, I've not watched the show yet. But for in at least in the parts which I've seen, I really liked it. It was a pretty decent show. One of the better Star Wars shows out there, basically. Somu, welcome to the stream. He asks, how do you feel about the Moro arc? Okay, the thing is that the Moro arc started really solid. I really liked the design of Moro, at least in the initial parts, especially with his goat-like appearance and the symbolisms that it were going for, and how it introduced Boo, or how it handled Boo and the Great Daikaioshin, and all those elements were really great. I really like the fact that Vegeta went on to train under the what was the race? What was the name of the race? Where he basically learned Spirit Fission. All those things were really nice, but the ending was not that great. I just am not a fan of the rehash of the Cell games. I'm personally not a big fan of it, so that's the thing. You can be a fan of it, but I'm just not a very big fan of the thing. Anyway, okay, one more question. What do you think? Who could be turned out to be the greatest warrior that the Oracle Fish talked about? Yeah, so about the Oracle Fish, hold on. Where was the Oracle Fish stuff? Was it here or from the last chapter? I know last chapter had the bits, but just hold on for a bit. Let me see if I've missed anything or not. Yeah, so I honestly can't say for sure who is the person referred by the Oracle Fish. Also on the topic of Oracle Fish, this guy right here, this technician or this shopkeeper, he really looks a lot like the Oracle Fish. I don't know if they are related by species or anything. That would be pretty weird if they are related by species, or maybe this is just a reference, but yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, I can't say for sure which would be the person who is being referred here in the or which person is being referred by the Oracle Fish. It might be Granola, but I don't think so. Granola can't be the strongest warrior yet. But anyway, let's just now go to the topic of Vegeta, God of Destruction Vegeta. I think Beerus is provoking Vegeta at this point, purposefully provoking Vegeta at this point. He has already seen the rage and anger of Vegeta. I know a lot of people are going to say that also Goku is angry. When Goku gets angry, he's the most angry person and yada yada yada. But Goku is not basically a character who is suitable for that archetype. Vegeta, on the other hand, is a more suitable character for the angry character archetype. Moreover, Goku has already transitioned into the Ultra Instinct or instantaneous movement sort of a fight style. I don't really think we are going to see anger aspect from Goku anymore in the story, because that is going to be basically what should I say, demerit or a contradiction to the Ultra Instinct state. So that is why I think Vegeta is very important here in regards to rage and anger. Beerus has already seen his anger when he slapped Bulma. So I think Vegeta will be trained by Beerus here, especially in regards to God of Destruction. Beerus is not going to just relinquish his position, but he did have the dream. We have to remember that Beerus already had the dream about a Saiyan who is going to kill him or dethrone him. So at the back of his mind, he still has that thing, and he's going to basically try out Vegeta here. He's going to see if Vegeta can outstand his trials. He will reveal his true motivations here, and maybe eventually we are going to see a full-fledged fight between Beerus and Vegeta, because we don't we have not seen the full power of Beerus so far in the story. A lot of people say that, oh, Goku can easily beat Beerus and everything. That's fine. I don't want to argue about anything like that. But we just don't, we have not seen the true power of Beerus so far. So Beerus is basically trying to introduce Vegeta as a candidate here, and he will just test out Vegeta at this point. I think that is the case. I think that is definitely the case. Also, one more important fact here is that Beerus says that I'm going to show you a interesting technique, a God of Destruction technique. If Vegeta is able to withstand stuff like that, if Vegeta is able to withstand those powers, then I think Beerus will teach him more. Moreover, also I just remember this, in the Tournament of Power, we already saw something like this happening with Toppo, because Toppo already had the powers of a God of Destruction which was given to him, and Vegeta fought him head on, and he was sort of able to defeat him, and Beerus obviously noticed that. So Beerus has seen the development of Vegeta so far. He knows the history of the Saiyans. He is aware of the fact that Vegeta has a lineage and has a rage tendencies, and Beerus can exploit that. I don't know if Beerus will turn out to be a villain or not. That seems unlikely, but he's going to be kind of an anti-hero here, and he's going to introduce the powers. Now, obviously, Vegeta has to power up at this point, and Ultra Instinct is not suitable for him. So the powers of a God of Destruction or something like that is going to be very apt for Vegeta, and that was something which was foreshadowed to us in the previous chapter as well, where Beerus says that Ultra Instinct is just one form of the God. That is not the only power. We have different powers as well. And obviously Vegeta is very interested in all of that. So Sods, these are all my opinions here. You are free to agree or disagree, and I would also love to hear your thoughts in the live chat. And that is the major reason why I'm doing this live stream in the very first place, because I want to interact with you all and learn or hear your opinions as well. So, in the meantime, Sod says that what's the difference between Future Trunks that we know and love and Xeno Trunks from Dragon Ball Xenoverse games and Dragon Ball Heroes? Xenoverse is a pretty different story. It branches off from the main timeline of the series. And now, I mean the Prime timeline, not the Future Trunks timeline. And a lot of the warriors from there go on to become and join Time Patrol. That's a totally different story. It's a pretty long story. I've not played the games myself for the entirety, so I can't give you the intricate details of everything. But it's a pretty interesting story, and if you all are interested, someday I would maybe cover it. Why not? Dark Ripper says that I think it will turn out to reveal the real power of Super Saiyan God or God Key related to something like that. I think this is actually related to the dream that Beerus had at the starting of Dragon Ball Z movie, God of Destruction movie. I think that is the actual relation to the dream which Beerus had, not a Super Saiyan God. That is maybe the true purpose or anything. No. GT has no major relation to Xenoverse. I mean, yeah, sure, you can say that Super Saiyan 4 Xenoverse Goku, but it's a totally different branch timeline. It's not canon or anything. It's only in the lore of the games. It's not canon to the main story, but yeah, that's also the thing. Um, so anyway, how long have we been talking? It's almost half an hour. So if you guys have any other questions, if you want to add your own opinions here, then I would love to hear it. Because we have mostly covered all the stuff in relation to the draft spoilers and draft summaries for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 69. Once we have more stuff, more spoilers and everything, I would obviously cover them soon. And like I asked you all in the community tab polls or community tab question, you guys seem to be more interested in having these sort of live stream discussions and read-throughs and reactions for manga chapters and anime episodes. That would be really awesome, and I will try to do more of these stuff soon. I will try to do a stream for My Hero Academia tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see that. So I hope you all will be ready for that. And lastly, Dark Ripper says that what was the thing related to Granola's right eye? I was confused about it. Yeah, this right eye. Hold on. It's here. Or open in a new tab. So yeah, this right eye thing. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I honestly can't say for sure what happened here, but I think an explanation for all of this would be that his... Wait, hold on. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. I shouldn't, but who knows. Maybe I think the thing with this that Granola lost his eye here, and he's basically using an apparatus for better viewing as well as some statistics or tracking and calling and whatnot. It's basically a device, calling mechanism, or like those prototype of what was that, power scouters. Yeah, scouters. So I think that kind of a thing can be happening here. I can't say for sure. We will have to see what happens in that regard. Sod says, what changes and improvements would you like to see in the anime version of Moro arc when the Dragon Ball Super anime comes back? See, there has been substantial difference between the manga and anime of the Dragon Ball Super. So I just hope that the manga doesn't introduce the Senzu Bean stuff at all. I that was really bad. No one can give a justification for that. You can go on to say that Goku is a very forgiving character and whatnot, but it was bad. It was genuinely bad. I did not like the time skip stuff. It was possibly one of the most stupid decisions Goku has taken in recent times, and that was just bad. I hope, I don't know if they will do something like that or not, but I just don't want to see that in the anime anymore. Also, Somu says that, is there any scope of a time skip in My Hero Academia? It's coming very soon. It's bound to come. It's bound to happen in the next 5 to 10 chapters. Maybe. At least that's my prediction, in the next 5 to 10 chapters. But it's bound to appear. We all know that eventually My Hero Academia was to have a time skip, because Deku is, from the very first chapter, Deku is narrating the incidents. So it's obviously set in the future. And all of the things that we are currently seeing is basically a retelling or recollection of the events. So yeah, I guess that's it. Do you guys have any more questions or anything? Please let me know. And just one more question, guys. Is this format of the live stream, the graphics and everything, looking nice to y'all? I want to keep this thing this format and everything. So if you guys are okay with it, then I'll keep this for the upcoming streams and everything. I just maybe have to correct the chats a bit, because it's kind of overlaying on stuff. So other than that, I think it's looking nice, but just want a feedback from you guys as well. Just let me know if you're liking the background and the design and theme for this live stream or not. And after that, we'll end the stream, because this is it for this discussion in regards to Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 69. So last question by Somu. He says that, do you think Bakugo is the first one for all user? No, Bakugo can't be the first one for all user. The theory was that he was the fourth or third, but that I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Dark Ripper says, yeah, this format is really nice. Thank you so much, Dark Ripper. Then I'm keeping this format from now on. Last question by Sod. What if Vegeta achieved Ultra Instinct in the Tournament of Power? It's a nice what if kind of a scenario, but Ultra Instinct is not a technique that is suitable for someone like Vegeta. The instantaneous movements just doesn't go well with the character of Vegeta as a person. I think so. So I guess this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you don't have any more questions. I would try to do another stream tonight of My Hero Academia. Let's see whenever it happens, and we're going to use this entire format once again. Alright, so